He should be a familiar voice if you're a fan of the West Michigan Whitecaps, bringing the dog days of summer to life on the radio. But there is one dog in his life whose days are spent much easier thanks to his right call.
Where's your ball?
Perhaps the only one happier to catch a ball at LMCU ballpark than a player or a fan
Good girl.
is Tessie.
When they brought her out, I saw her and she actually leapt over the counter. And I had to catch her. I didn't expect that to happen.
Fortunately, Dan Hasty has learned from some of the best on how to make a graceful catch. He's called the Whitecaps games on the radio for the last 6 seasons.
High in the air, deep in the right field. This one is back and it's over and gone.
But the best call he's had in that time was waiting to rescue Tessie.
I always wanted a golden retriever, never had one. And so I went on all the websites and got the idea pretty quickly that Goldens just don't become rescues. They just don't become pets that you can adopt. They're just that hard to find. All of a sudden, a picture came up for what was described as a petite golden at roughly 10 months. And without thinking, I just sent an email, almost reflexively. And sure enough, I got a response back within a few minutes saying, hey, I just got, 5 more emails right after you sent me yours. You were the first one. Would you like to come meet her?
Tessie's been part of the Hasty team for the last 4 years.
She is, bar none, the most loving dog I have ever met in my life.
But that's not been without her curveballs.
My wife and I, we were talking way when we first started dating, and she joked about how she wanted to have like the dog sleep at the end of the bed, right? And I was like, that is never ever happening with us. Fast forward like 3 years later, and that dog sleeps in the bed every single night. So, it's funny how life comes at you fast.
And no matter the speed of life, through a move or a child, rescuing is important to the Hasties because it's a pastime of their families.
For my wife and I, one of our callings has been to rescue and to give animals a second chance or an opportunity in a good home. So, thankfully, it was ingrained in both of us at an early age. So this was just how this worked.
I think it's important to note here that Dan had to drive all the way to Toledo in order to find Tessie. So with that in mind, there are shelters all over the state participating in this Clear the Shelters event. You can head over to woodtv.com, and under the community tab, you can search through those shelters and find the animals that they have. Who knows, maybe your Tessie is waiting. Clear the Shelters runs through September 19th. For News 8, I'm Casey Jones, connecting with community.